Welcome to the CPR My Career Recruiting Floor. My name is John Schrupp, and today I will begin walking you through our tool set that we provide that further supports our process in making you a much more successful job seeker. When you first log into our website, your name will appear up here to the top right where it says Hello John, your name will appear. Assuming that you've properly logged in, then to find the tools, you must single click on the members area right here, which is also in the top right. So click on the members area. And there are quite a few items within this area: career tools, webinars, courses. Great area here within the courses, routine checklist, survey, lots of stuff here. But we're going to focus in on accessing the tools. Now, the first time you click into this link, you need to set up a new user account. This is a second layer of security for us. So you want to stay to the lower left and hit the Get Started Now button. And what you're doing is choosing an email address and a password of your choice. Fill this all out. Hit continue. Now, when you hit continue, a little pop-up will appear that will say, look for your approval email. Disregard that notice and just hit continue one more time and you'll be logged into the tool set. Okay? You'd only do this the first time you log in. The second time you log in, let me back up. The second time you log in, you will log in as an existing user here on the right. So select, type in your email address and your password. And here we are, here the suite of tools and services that you've heard so much about. There is quite a bit of information within here, a lot more than there seems to be visually. So I'm going to take you through tab by tab. We're going to do a course on each tab. Today we're going to start though on the far right. We have 3 tabs: resumes and letters, interview and salary, and job search tools. I'm going to start with the job search tools. I will only focus on what I believe are the relevant tools that you should be spending the most time on. In this tab, I would not spend much time on the videos. They're okay. I also wouldn't spend much time on these tips and advice. They're not bad. And also within the career tools area, if I am changing a career or trying to figure out what career to pursue, I would spend a lot of time within the career tools. Otherwise, if I'm staying in the same career I've been in for a while, you can disregard all of this. With one exception, if you're looking to get hired by the US government, I have the Federal Forms and Resources document, which is a wonderful document that can walk you through, hold your hand through that process. All of this now brings us to the job finder area, and really this is the highlight. This section is the highlight of this particular tab. Okay. First, we have a job feeder gadget right here at the bottom. This is an offline resource for you. Click Job Feeder Gadget. You can download it. This will not work on an Apple product. This only works on Windows on a Windows product. You can download, install it to your desktop. And what's great about this job feeder is that even though you're not online, if your computer is on, you can set this up to run a search every half hour, every hour, whatever you like, you choose. Based on the search terms you've selected, you set up auto searching essentially. And this is going to be looking 24/7 for you as long as your computer's on. And what's intriguing or interesting about this is because of the delivery of jobs to various job boards, a lot of times if there are a lot of positions that are being delivered to a job board, they'll happen in the overnight hours. And by the time you wake up in the morning and then you get after certain jobs, a lot of those positions that were posted at midnight are on page 4 of your search results. You're not finding them. What we've found consistently over 4 or 5 years now is that people using the job feeder gadget will find positions that they otherwise would have missed just because of the timing of the searching and the fact that it does auto searches. It's constantly working for you. I mean, think about it. Every half hour it runs a search 24/7. This will find positions. So every time you walk past your computer, take a peek, see if there's anything you like. This provides a tremendous amount of value for you in looking for a job. And unfortunately, so many users don't install this. I know, I see our stats on how many people download this. It's not where it needs to be. So that's why we have this video, really important. The second least used item would be find jobs on Twitter. And to me, a lot of companies that want to have an image of being current, modern, hip, young, all those things. A lot of times they're just posting their jobs on Twitter. What they're trying to be is exclusionary. They're trying to only work with and find people who are current with it, up to date, and exceptionally active on social media. So what you can do is type it out a job title. Now, in your city and state, you leave this blank if it's in the United States, and then you hit search. You will see a lot of recruiting firms out there. You will see, and I don't necessarily like the format of how the jobs come through. I can real quick run through this, but that's okay. You will find. Oh, I did this wrong here. Mechanical engineer. You will find quality positions within this document. So here's an example. I mean, some of these things, you look at it, it doesn't really make sense. What are these? And when I see this, Minneapolis manufacturing jobs, that's probably a link to a recruiter. In fact, Aerotech, yeah, that's a recruiting firm. Okay. And do I really want to pursue that? Well, I don't know. Maybe. Uh, get industrial design jobs. That looks like a recruiting firm as well. Climber, that's a recruiter, but Medtronic. So that's a good position. And Climber is a little different. So I would click on that. And so, like I said, a lot of recruiters, but there are occasionally, like right here, DRG. Here's a company with a position, and so there we go. Here's a company position. But and I'm back to that Medtronic position. Um, where was that? Right here. Let's click and see where it takes us. Yeah, climber.com. And Medtronic. Find recruiters, continue to apply. So, it might be a valid position. It might not be worth it. I'm not a big fan of applying through other job boards, but Climber is a little different. I would pursue a position on Climber, but regardless. So that's just a quick tour of the Twitter option. I like it because once in a while, here, me personally, I'm going to focus on that one position down here at DRG. That's what I'm going to use this for. Okay. Now, back to the tab. All I have to do is click on the tab to get back to the home page of that particular tab. Twit Jobs Search, we are getting rid of that service. It was hot for a while and it's too glitchy, so we're getting out of that. Now, the other main engine is right here, search job openings. Okay, this is the primary search engine. So when you've heard us speak about our search capability, this is the engine that is going to sweep jobs from the top 95 job boards. And then it's also going to sweep jobs from over 70,000 corporate websites of companies that do not traditionally use job boards. And you hit search job openings, you can type in, once again, let's pretend we're a mechanical engineer in the Twin Cities. We hit search. And this is the driver of our pay-per-click campaign as well. So most of these positions on page one are in a pay-per-click format. When you click on them, we earn just a little bit of money, but we get thousands and tens of thousands of clicks every year, and it adds up. But now once you run a search, you can save the search. You can go down here and hit save. You can go to the next page as well. Or you can also click on certain selections and save those and come back to them later if you like. I frankly probably wouldn't do any of that if I'm going to be involved with this. I'll use my job finder gadget to find jobs when I don't have time. But if I have time and I'm in here, I'm going to spend the time and I'm going to look at the positions. Now, what's interesting is with these little arrows, you can sort alphabetically by job title, by company, by location, and by date. I would sort by date probably. And then when you see a position that you think you might be interested in, realize there's a lot of recruiters here because job boards have a lot of recruiters, but there's a lot of companies here as well. When you see one, once again, you can click on the position. It's going to take you to Simply Hired. They house our summary job descriptions. And you want to make sure the company that's referred to down here in the language within the detail of the job description summary, you want to make sure that company listed is the same company that's listed above the job title right here. And that way you know it's sourced, this position is sourced from the company website. And then with our technology, when you click apply now, we're going to zap you into their applicant tracking system right here. You see www.atkjobs.com. Okay, so here is a wonderful tool. This is how you use it and what you should be focused on. Now, I've gone through in other modules as to how to turn yourself into a must-speak-to candidate for this particular position. I've also coached you on how not to apply with your existing resume. So don't forget about those tips. That's critical that you do not apply with your existing resume because all you're going to do is clog up the applicant tracking system. So with that, I'll end with this. I still believe that you shouldn't limit yourself. Still use your favorite job board that you've been using for a while, and then use our job board. Use both. If you're searching for maybe an alternative job board to use that you haven't tried, I'm a big fan of the ladders. I just am. Through how they started, I see how, working with them for years, I see how they carry themselves. I see how they operate. They are a wonderful, in my opinion, a wonderful company that is doing things the right way. I'm a huge fan of the ladders. I would definitely use them. I'm also a big fan of Simply Hired and Indeed and Beyond. I think Beyond is unique and they specialize in industries and professions, and you can get really focused. Beyond also owns all of those various URLs like mechanicalengineeringjobs.com and minneapolisengineeringjobs.com. They own all those various URLs, and so anyway, they're very specialized. It's very easy to get specialized, really specialized within Beyond. So I'm a huge fan of Beyond as well. But anyway, just a few highlights on some of the other job boards. But that's our session today on the job search tools. Thank you.